Hello there, gamers and fanatics alike. We're back. After such a fun, endless run, we gotta start tackling some other stuff here. So we beat the Anaglyph deck, we beat it on blue stake. Purple stake is next. It's a tough one, anti-scaling even faster. I think I'm gonna go for blue stake on a different deck just this time around, and we're gonna make it an easier deck, Checkered deck, because I'm admittedly recording this a little later than I typically do. So hopefully we get a win here. But I don't need to roll the boss blind if I just stick to hearts. Though admittedly, this is a little tougher of a deck to run against that sort of boss blind, given half of our deck is spades instead of, you know, the traditional 1/4. I don't think it'll be an issue. That one doesn't scare me. Now the extra large blind, I don't even know if that one can show up this early. That one might have been scary. I mean, Runner, I hardly know her. It's a great card. We'll absolutely take it. Now that means we need to start making some straights. Doesn't matter if they're flushes or not. In fact, them being flushes is probably a little too good. Wow, this is... I mean, I know I didn't tick up my runner, but I'm not going to pass up a good hand. Ideally, we just draw into one here. Okay, well we didn't. I just need a Jimbo. Not a Jimbo, a Jack. Yeah, that makes sense that we wouldn't get one. Well... Maybe we'll find one here. I guess I could have played a 3 of a kind. 7, 8, 9, 10. Still need a Jack. Or a 6. Come on. No, it didn't matter. Well, we at least beat that one. We have not ticked up our runner at all. Though if we get any sort of flat mult, we'll be in business. So this is technically flat mult, though... Holding any Queen of Spades will not work against this boss blind. It is debuffed, so we would want to hold on to Heart Queens, which are already cards we are wanting to score with. I think I just go, I send it, and hope I can run into something that works here. If I just draw an ace or a 9, we're in business. Now this isn't going to score a terrible amount, but I'm more interested in ticking this runner up. Because the more we tick it up, the quicker this run will go. Or at least this boss blind will go. Let's see. So this will be spending all of our jacks. Which means we can no longer make a straight from jack up. So I think we are actually going for a lower straight and we're going to play a 3 of a kind here. Yeah, that's what I thought I might see. And it's a straight flush no less, which automatically wins. Even though we have 0 points scored from those lovely, lovely spades. Isn't that just how it goes? Wasn't too worried, like I said. I think we did pretty well there. Okay, so raised fist isn't bad, per se. Is it worth it, though? You know, because worst case scenario, it's a 2, which is only 4 mult. But anything above that isn't too bad right now. And especially if we could start cutting the lower end of the deck, it would start really paying dividends. I'll take it for the flat mult. Admittedly, that costs us an extra, you know, amount of interest. Especially in the early going here. 9 and a jack in either scenario, going up to ace is probably better. Okay. Darn, I was really hoping to see a jack there. So I was thinking, I mean, you can probably tell what I was thinking. I really want to tick this runner up. I think a 2-pair right now with 14 mult on top of an additional 30 chips basically wins it, doesn't it? I mean, what is it? 20 plus 18, so 38 plus 30 is 68 chips on top of this, which is 88 chips times an additional 16, which is 880 plus an additional 88 times 7. So that absolutely wins. I'd rather play a straight and just win on the spot in that regard. But I mean, honestly, this might go crazy too. Yeah, it almost did win right on the spot. Okay, we did draw it though, sweet. Yeah, so that's something that's pretty crazy about this combo right here. I don't think I've ever actually tried to do runner plus raised fist, but when you get flat mult, you can play whatever the heck you want. Now, we want it to be a straight. Not flat mult, flat chips. I mean, that's pretty good. This will automatically win no matter what straight we play, unless it's all heart straights, and then a flat 10 mult on top. Costs all our money, but it'll set us up for a minute. And we could honestly... We can beat this extra large blind with 1 spade straight. Or a straight with, like, literally 1 spade in it. I'm gonna go ahead and go for... Wow, okay, those are both useless. I guess I'll sell this one because it actually is useless. That was a pretty bad skip, all things considered. So we don't need these, and we don't need an extra 9. There we go. Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. And we're going to get another... We're going to get, what, 20 molt? No extra molt here, but I think this still... Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to win in one hand. Okay. 4,000 for a half-spaded straight, and counting because runner is going up. I think you can tell why I am not sweating it. I'm going to hold on to this shoot the moon. Oh, so the reason I sold that clubs one was to get $1 extra of interest. Which, you know, is what it is, right? I'm going to spin the wheel on judgment, but I first want to make some good cards. I don't mind making my hearts, even though I have Wrathful Joker. I think something newer players might do as a mistake, because I'm guilty of it myself, is when you take one of these Jimbos that care about you playing a specific like suit, will immediately go, okay, I guess I'm turning the whole deck spades. And while that can work, especially in the Checkered deck where you're already halfway through the deck in terms of spades, I think it's a fool's errand, because you're really only getting up to 15 molt from one hand, because you can only play 5 cards. There's no way to play more than 5 cards. Now, of course, re-triggering does help, so if we were to get something that allowed us to play a spade and it gets re-triggered 2 or 3 times, like Giga Chad, or, you know, the ×2 for a face, that type of combo, that works a little better here. But if you take spade, Wrathful Joker, Wrathful Jimbo, or any of the other Jimbos, and Gluttonous, and the 2 red ones, because I don't remember their names, and you pigeonhole yourself, you're hurting yourself more than you're helping. And hey, Odd Todd's pretty nice. We will be playing odd cards in our straights, no doubt. Okay, so once again, let's build some straights. I mean, a full house is pretty sick. We could just win on the spot with that, but I'm not interested in that. My purpose is to play straights. 7, 8, 9, 10, we need a jack or a 6. And we got one, all right. I'll play the even better hand. Well, I guess I could hold on to the queen to really guarantee my points are going to be scored here. It is better to play the queen in your hand. Or hold the queen in your hand, rather. Nice. 9,000, not bad. And we're at 75 chips. So that means any high card we play starts with 75 extra chips. And if it's an odd card, you get even more. I'm really starting to like where this is going, though we still got a lot of work to do to get this deck in a good position. Now, I could buy a Celestial Pack and level up straight. We don't need to do straight leveling yet. I mean, leveling straight at any point in time is a good thing for this deck, but, you know, spinning the wheel when we aren't sure we're going to get it doesn't actually feel like a good use of our money. We should build up some money while we have a good setup here so we can hopefully pivot into something even better down the line here. Yeah, I'm going to pitch this too as well. I don't want it stuck in our hand when we inevitably draw a straight, you know? I think with queens up here, aces and kings can now be pitched, and we're focusing on that, what, 5 to 9 straight, because that has the most odd numbers in it, at least for now. Spades are nice to have as well. I guess aces aren't throwable, because ace to 5 can still be a straight, and we have drawn that in this opening salvo here. Unfortunately, I think whatever high card we play here is going to flat out win unless we play a pair of queens. I suppose that's a good problem to have, isn't it? Yeah, 5,000 for a high card. I mean, runner already at 75 chips. Like I said, that's huge. High card starting at 80 chips plus an additional 10 molt, and then the lowest card in hand plus queen. Like, we're at a pretty good build here. It's just the problem is this has a theoretical limit. We need to break that wide open. I would like something that gives me money. Yeah, Hangman will do, though. So typically you want to be cutting the lower end. However, I recognize that A, we have an ace that is molted along with the jack as well, but the jack is a little more useful. If we're trying to hit that sweet spot for straights, because we are doing straights no matter what, odd Todd isn't a necessity. However, 5 to 9, as I mentioned, that's the straight you want to play. You hit odd Todd 3 times. And ace to 5 also has 3. Ace, 3, and 5, of course. So if you cut these 3s, I mean, there's nothing else to cut in the deck. Otherwise, we're going for a card. A gold card. I guess we commit to the 5 to 9, get rid of the lower ones, especially with Raised Fist. Because Raised Fist, you know, if it has a 2 in hand, it's only 4 molt, which is terrible. That's barely better than playing 1 spade in the hand. Which I think means Raised Fist is either going, or so is Shoot the Moon. One of these two will be gone here soon. Odd Todd's not too far behind. but I'm not stressing it at the moment. Ride the Bus was a possible take there also for doing 5 to 9 straights, but because I've been leaning on having a jack or something and letting it happen, I opted not to. Pitch, give me... Well, I mean, that's... We're close. I don't mind playing it. I mean, we're doing so well, I probably should be playing queens as a part of my straight, shouldn't I? Because I still think it wins. Yeah, just barely, but oh, nice. 66666. Hey, that reminds me, I have a metal album coming out Friday. It's all been published and everything. My band name is Resident Optimist, if you didn't know. I'm also going to post onto the YouTube channel once it is launched. I have a Bandcamp. It's just residentoptimist.bandcamp.com. It's going to be a really fun album. Like I've mentioned before, it is a love letter to all things metal that at least I personally enjoy. So if that sounds even remotely close to up your ballpark, like, what if Metallica, Gojira, Agalok, Sayor, and weirdly enough, like a black gaze band had a strange love child? That's the album. So if that sounds anything close to up your alley, mark your calendar for Friday. Do you take the money and run, or do you spin the wheel on a Jimbo? And you probably take the money. I want to spin the wheel on the Jimbo, but again, we're doing well with runner. -1 hand can be brutal. Getting through another set of runner tick-ups, likely only 3, so you're saying $10 for 45 chips effectively. And of course, you know, getting money and getting to shop a bit more. That's not lost on me. And if I'm not mistaken, I still think the other side of Hieroglyph I have yet to buy. It's one of the only vouchers I have left. It's that one, and I think the one where you purchase cards. I've never bought the other side of it, because I'm never adding cards to my deck. So, could this be the run? With only 1 Jimbo to be ticked up, it doesn't feel like the right call. I meant to hit reroll. Whatever, it's fine. We're not leveling up 4 of a kind. Okay, oh well, I guess we just need a 6 for this hand. I'll pitch these. Actually, we also need a 2. Maybe the 2 is more likely to be drawn. Well, the 6 is more a part of the straight we've been trying to make, so I'll play that. Well, it worked in my favor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's do 9. Or... No, you should probably play the lowest one, just in case you get another tick up on runner. I highly doubt that's going to be the case here. Ooh, I was wrong. Okay, well, and it really worked in our favor. Okay, so now I'm going to get 16, and we're going to absolutely beat it, no matter what. I mean, had we played the same straight, it would have been the same number of points, but... Goes to show, raised fist. And we got 2 tick-ups on runner that hand. That's huge. It's absolutely massive. Well... Unfortunately, I don't think we buy this. We have gotten rid of 2 3s. So its potency has been... What's 2 through 5? So it's been reduced by 2... So 1/10 by 10%. Yeah. Joker stencil. Alright, so think about this. Shoot the Moon has not been very relevant. We haven't really been drawing queens. We've played 1 straight with a queen, and we actually haven't seen a queen in a hot minute to give us any sort of flat molt. So this has been a dead Jimbo slot. Raised Fist. We saw it get some low molt, and we saw it get some high molt a minute ago. The low molt in that hand was not avoidable, I believe. No, it was. It was in that scenario, but there are times where it isn't. And that's something to consider as well. We've been getting a lot of payoff from Odd, Todd, and Spades here because we've been, you know, trying to at least include Spades. So if we were to cut both of these, we would have a ×2 on our molt. And that molt can get pretty solidly high. It's going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 16 plus whatever our straight is at, which is 20. And then ×2 to 40, which could be more than these. And we do have to hold on to that forever. So it might be a death sentence. I'm going to go for it because I think it's a fun play. And hopefully I can level up straight now. Yeah, I get to level up everything, but I get to level up straight. You know what is included in everything? A straight. I'm tempted to go wild card. Give me another extra. Yeah, I think the 6 wild card is the play here. It's a weird call, I know, but I'm somebody who actually values. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm somebody who values wildcard a little more than some folks do. Some people think it's absolutely trash, and I hear their opinions, but I think they're wrong. Alright. So now I'm going to be focusing on removing face cards entirely, so they are pitch worthy. And I'm also going to get rid of... I'm not going to be going through ace to 5. I want that 5 to 9 area straight, so we are going to blindly point ourselves in that direction. I think these are right to do. Since we have spades, you want to make your spades pretty good to start off with, right? That makes sense. That does mean that our runner tick-ups are going to start getting a little less here and there, but I mean, still, it's doing really well. And what's crazy is that this is 92 chips, which isn't entirely half that, so if we really wanted to, Hot Todd could be... Hot Todd. Odd Todd could be getting rid of. I don't know if you could hear my dog coughing in the background, but everyone say hello to Winifred. Okay, 17,000 for one straight is not bad at all. That is, beyond leveling up, kind of the ceiling for it, though. And we're going to need a lot more than that to get past some of these. So with that in mind, let's go fishing for some Celestials. Hey, not the ones in Marvel, just, you know, Celestials. The good news is I can sell this and get back up to $25. Ooh, we hit it both times, too. That's really big. Okay, so getting our starting straight to match our runner, basically. Oh, it's already being outpaced by runner, but still, catching it up is going to be big. That's going to pay dividends. Now, this 1 and 7 being drawn is going to suck. Though, admittedly, all we need is a 7, and I think we're clear. Now, the thing is we're not going to draw one. No, that would be too easy. Oh, we did draw one. Look at me being a liar. Well, this should go nuts. This is better than a regular straight. Just barely. But it is. So I'm going to sell this. Get our $25. I mean, this is definitely better than a regular straight because of the Wrathful Jimbo. And 29,000 for a straight flush is good. I know that is going to be slightly better than a normal straight, but I'll take it. Flat chips for cards and deck is cool, but we are outpacing it with runner relatively easily. I will take more Celestial. Man, hitting straight every time is lucky. What was the run the other day? I think it was literally the last run that I had the Endless on where I could not at all get the level up for what I needed. I'm going to spend a little bit extra here and see if we can draw into something good. We did not. That was a waste of $6. That was rough. No, it happens. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10 exists. We just need a 6. Oh man, that's a little rude. Yeah, sure. Play a high card. Where are we at? 5,000 for a high card. I'm not too upset about that. Though one of these 6s needs to show up here. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Everything's fine here. Take up the runner. Get some points. Let's say 38,000. Wow. Impressive. So we could spin the wheel here, get a random Jimbo, or level up straight again. Ooh, that... Spinning the wheel, while fun, I think leveling up straight is pretty crucial to what we're doing here. What's our next blind? I haven't even looked. Must play 5. All right, so the good news is I have a deck that specifically only wants to play 5 cards. So I can't screw that up. Get rid of all of you. There you are. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And it's automatically gonna go in. I think we're at the point where runner ticking up once is our life for a little bit. 39,000. I guess not for long, given we're gonna need 40,000. Though it ticking up, I think, clears it now, but you know, whatever. Hiker's fun. I don't think we need it right now. Okay, so I can get $12 and I can remove some face cards. 2 less things to have to discard later. I am contemplating Chariot. The problem is I don't want to put it on a steel card. I would or not a steel card, a spade. I'd rather put it on a heart. I'll take my money for now, and maybe we'll find something good here. Odd Todd, while great, is in need of being pitched. It is now only getting us an extra half of our chip count compared to where runner is at. Okay, we don't want that, we don't want that. I guess I'm happy pitching the 10 now. Yeah, if we have the 5, we need a 9 regardless, so... see, this is where Ride the Bus would have gotten screwed over, because I need to play to get these cards out of my hand. And there we go. And it's going to be a Royal Flush. Alright, so let's check this out. Not Royal, Straight. Straight is better, so... What we want to play then is this 9 instead of that 9. I guess that's our only option. Well, you know, now that I say that, we can do some math here. So the difference is 7 molt and 40 chips. In either scenario, we're getting extra chips here. So the difference in 7 molt, it's quite literally 4 molt difference. So you go for the regular straight. So with all of these, you get an additional 15 from this, but here you only get what, 12? So this is at 31 versus 27. And then the chip count doesn't change because Todd doesn't care about the suit, and runner's going up either way. So I think this is still the right play. And this should win it. I mean, the last time we played this hand, it got us 39,000, so yeah, 46, so. This ticks up, and every time we level up straight, we're slowly racing it. We're barely beating it. But the good news is we are beating it. So let's see what we can get. Can we keep leveling it up? We sure can. Did I buy a telescope when I was not paying attention? I sure didn't. Boy, talk about lucky. And that'll give us a Ooh. That's huge. That's massive. Flower pot is pointless. Okay, so Blackboard we can pull off. The problem is we gotta really transform this deck. I mean, if we can manage to pull off Blackboard, you have to. I don't know if it's gonna matter. Odd Todd is practically having its ground made up by Runner. I'm gonna sell it. But we gotta keep Joker Stencil doing something, right? Lusty Jimbo. Once again, I'm gonna drop down. Ooh. I was gonna say I can sell the Uranus and get up to 25, but now I can't. But that's okay. Everything being free next round is pretty sick, but we're gonna pass. Okay. Okay, so we need a 6. Ooh, that would happen. There's the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, problem is we have another 8. So I am going to play it and hope I draw a black card. Dadgummit. There it is. Okay, so. And wild cards do count. So wild cards are also something we can do. So now without Odd Todd, how are we looking? Yeah, see, even when you get Blackboard online, it doesn't matter how many chips you're getting at that point. It's huge. Okay, can we continue our luck? We sure can. Holy, what are the odds? I mean, that's... Each pack you open has a 1 in... however many hands there are. We haven't played any of the hidden hands, so it's 9 hands, I believe. So it's 1 in 8 chance. So, 1 in 8 chance 3 times. I think it's not exactly that, because each slot can only have 1 card. So once 1 card is there, it's 1 in 8, 1 in 7, 1 in 6, 1 in 5. And there's a way you can determine that probability, but I don't have the brains to do that. All right, moving on. $25 after the boss is cool and all, but I don't think we need it. We're gonna get rid of you, you, and you. You. Sadly, you. Okay, we got there. Because again, once you get this Blackboard online, holy cow, it makes a huge difference. Because times 6 on top of whatever you're getting, you know, 150,000, that's almost enough to win out. So what we really need to be doing is just absolutely converting this deck, finding ways to. In Spectral Pack, you technically could find a way. I'm going to be a psycho and not do it. This is a way to do it. I should. There's other good things in here that aren't just random suit and hope it works in your favor. Purple Seal. Yeah, I think we get 2, right? Yeah, okay, so... Oh, we should... What am I doing? Start there. That's huge. Give this guy a new coat of paint, and then give this gentleman... Well, we'll probably be pitching the king more often. Give that distinguished gentleman something there. And I almost sold this to buy this, which serves no purpose other than just preventing from seeing it later. But I don't want to go below $15. Okay, so we're gonna pitch you, pitch you, pitch you, pitch you, pitch it all. Ooh, Judgment. That might be worth it to spin and just see if we get something crazy. We did not. Well, I mean, 4 fingers isn't actually that bad. The problem is everything else helps us score, and Joker Stencil just got completely turned offline with this. Because this allows us to play a straight with 4 cards if we don't want to pitch something, but I do not think that it is worth it. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Now we want to keep that, get rid of all of those. And we're still going to get a crazy amount of stuff here. Yeah, I was going to say 18,000 for a high card is nothing to scoff at. I'm amazed at what little of the cards we really want we're drawing here, you know? Okay, so 2 more high cards actually win it, worst case scenario here. But we need a 6. We're not going to get it. I'm contemplating just playing high cards here. Because it's working. Eight, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Okay, well, I mean, we do get our straight. It worked in our favor. Beautiful. I mean, so, okay, so high card again. So this is proving that having a backup hand of some variety, or at the very least, I guess, flat chip scaling really helps out, right? Because without this, that high card's nothing. It's a 20 chips times, like, whatever this is doing, which is not much. I will buy this and spend a good chunk of money here to, like I was thinking, hopefully get this, and I'm going to level up this straight flush, because that has been relevant. 180 times 16 is still not close to straight. It's kind of wild how that can outpace it, isn't it? I'm okay with this because I can once again sell one of these to get some extra oomph. I don't think we need to be deathing. So something you can fall into that is, I mean, it's kind of relevant, kind of not. If I were to use death on this king to turn it into, like, I don't know, this 6 because it's a spade, we would then have more 6s than any other number, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It means you're going to draw a 6 more than likely. But that distribution being off can screw with you when you're trying to discard and figure out what to hold in hand. And if you discard too many of your 6s thinking, I have a ton of them, and then you don't win off of one straight, you know, pretty self-explanatory how that can be pretty bad, right? So I think the call here is to move some red cards that we basically aren't going to be playing or changing the suit of anytime soon, to once again make our deck a little thinner on the hearts. Still, 19 is not a good number to be at, and I want this reroll voucher, but we are spending a bit of our money here. I will go ahead and sell this before I forget. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack. How do you not play it? And if I'm being completely honest, this Wrathful Jimbo could probably go too now. I mean, granted, all we're doing is taking the 31 mult we're getting from straight here and timesing it by 6. But I mean, that's still 180, like 6 mult, or somewhere in that ballpark, right? Because what's this getting us on top of that? 10 plus 3 per spade, and at this point we're playing more hearts than we are spades because we need to have spades in hand. So at most we're getting 2 extra, so 16 more. I mean, 16 times 6 is still 60 plus 36, 96 mult, so I should not get rid of that. I should buy this in case I get offered a straight here, and I did. This is some wild luck, ladies and gentlemen. You do not expect to go play the checker deck and get offered straight every single frickin' hand. That is not how this works. Normally, I'm not seeing it at all, and I'm crying because it's the only way I'm going to be scaling. And is that my fault? Yeah, probably. I shouldn't be such a whiny baby. But, you know. We'll sell this one as well, get us back up to 15 to get that extra $1 of interest, and laugh comically to the winner's circle here. Yeah, 277,000, that's a lot. I thought that was straight. I was so ready. Oh, if it was straight. Man, I wish I could get rid of the stencil Jimbo. Alright, we'll take money. You know, I'm kind of, maybe I don't want the reroll voucher. We are, decreasing level of played poker hand. That should only end up being 1 level. Our straight is big enough that it should clear that in 1 throw, but... Oh, and then, you know... I think Blue Seal on the Wild here is great because this is, you know, all suits. We probably don't need to be... We're not discarding all that often. Like, we are discarding, don't get me wrong. Gold Seal's not bad. That's a terrible idea. I'll put it on the bonus card because I'm more likely to definitely play that bonus card. Okay, 120,000 and we lose a level on this hand when we play it. Let's get rid of those. Get rid of you. We don't need 2 of these. Get rid of you. Oh, well, we have to. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have our straight. We lose a level on high card, but that's honestly not that big of a deal. Okay, I was about to say, as long as we draw... Oh, we don't have our straight. I'm dumb. Be a little risky here and play these. Ooh, that did not pay off. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we do now have our straight. We just need to not draw a red card. Please. Crud. Oh, we drew ones that are okay to be drawn. I'm not that bummed about it. Hooray. All right, so we go down to level 11, but I still don't think it matters, because I think we're still scoring over 200,000 on this hand. Yeah. Sounds about right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, here we go. On to the final round here. What is our final blind? 1 random joker disabled. Woof. We might lose to that. We gotta hope it's the Wrathful Jimbo that gets disabled each round. Downside of stencil joker there, huh? This would be great to buy if we were going endless. We're not going endless. I was about to say, I think I would like to just level everything up as best I can, then spend a little bit more money here. Ooh, trading card wouldn't be bad. It's a little late for that, admittedly, but... Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Magical. And then again, you know, with Runner getting us lots of chips, that's helping out a lot too. All these Jimbos are doing work for us. This is the least helpful one, so it really depends on how RNG decides to treat us once we get in there. Yeah, that's fair. Vampire's not bad. We have enough enhanced cards that could work. Actually, we only have a couple, so it actually isn't that great. Okay, about time we missed on it. I'll level my high card back up to level 2. I'm sure that'll matter. You know, I was just thinking about it. Going for the... we need an 8. Going for the extra hand size sounds funny in theory. It sounds helpful, but then that means you have more hearts in your hands, so you probably don't want to skip that guy there. I think we just need to pitch all these and worry about what we draw later. Okay, we're good. Beautiful. Okay. I don't think the strength is going to be getting played. All right. On to this boss blind that's going to absolutely wreck us. I'll level up my straight flush. That maybe matters. Probably doesn't. Let's be honest, it probably doesn't. I'm going to try to convert the deck a bit more. It said no. I suppose you could turn these two into clubs. It's actually not the worst idea, because this cares about spades or clubs. And it would get us down to 17 red cards. But it's only barely not mattered, so $10? That's probably not even worth it at this point, is it? I think that actually might be the right call. That's the wrong card. Oopsies. That feels about right. Are we dead? Alright, so we're only at ×3, but that's okay. We can make do with that as long as we don't draw. We need an 8. Oh, well, hang on. So you can 6, 7, 8 if you strengthen it. 9, 10. I think that's the right call. It's literally one card. But it did come in handy. 8, 7, 6. All right, so this is going to be... This might get us there. I don't know. Okay, halfway there. And then runner being turned off. Okay, that's pretty... I have another straight. I think I just play this. I think we beat it. Booyah! All right. Blue stake down on... Was that blue stake? I think it was. Yeah. Blue stake down on the checker deck. You love to see it. I'd like to thank RNGesus for such a blessed run. I mean, that wasn't like cakewalk, but it definitely was worth it. Man, that was fun. Okay. I'd like to thank you guys, the fanatics, for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the run. Did I do some glaring misplays, or did I miss something very obvious that I wasn't doing? I always love to hear the feedback. Hope you guys are having a good week. Once again, I have an album coming out Friday. I'll talk about it more in the next video, I'm sure. And also, you'll see an update on the page. But either way, for the sake of engagement, what's your favorite Jimbo? Leave that in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time.